G'day guys, Ninja here. I've got Josh on the table today.
Hey guys.
Swimming Josh. You're going to look him up. We're going to do a little bit different treatment. We're going to do the lower glutes. Kind of normally you would think of the hamstrings down here, but there's a lot of deep internal rotators and things like that, glomerulus and obturator internus and different things like that. We want to kind of hit into these muscles. They're not commonly known about, but they can have a big bearing on our pain and function in our body. And Josh was telling me a bit about swimmers.
Yeah.
Kind of, you wouldn't think they would use their glutes that much, but you're telling us being a breaststroker. I'm a bit of a breaststroker too. But, breaststroking. I like breaststroking. But you use your glutes breaststroking, yeah?
Yeah, well, in all strokes really, you use them in your kicking motion. You know, you've got to keep those hips up high in the surface of the water, so they're all getting used. But think of that breaststroke kick when you're lifting that leg up and you're turning that hip out. You know, you've got all those rotational muscles that are deep and underlying. They're getting used, and you know, breaststroke kick is not a natural movement for the body, but we've got the muscles in the body to do it. It's not something that we do every day, but these muscles that are here, they get a good workout.
Yeah. So first up, I'm doing stuff off the hip here. So what do you call that before? The greater trochanter?
The greater trochanter,
off
yes.
The femur, the knobbly bit.
The knobbly bit.
Off so the actual leg bone's got this knobbly bit off the side that is a site where tendons can attach on. It's quite rough when you have a look at it on the skeleton. So the tendons can really grip on there and they won't pull off easily. So it needs a rougher surface so it can really kind of be glued on there really well. And in this part of the body too, there's so much work, so much load, so much force goes through here as well. So they need to be glued on really well, just so that we can get all the function, the movement, the loads to go through here when we're climbing stairs or jumping, lifting, all those kind of things. So they bear a lot of weight. So these muscles can be neglected from a treatment sense. And I've found quite often that like lower back pain and even like some groin pain, hamstring pain can be relieved by working this sort of bit through here, because it can be a gateway through to other places, or can affect the whole pelvis because it's a round structure. So the other side can be released off when you're working in this kind of area as well. So like that. So that's one area. So we just sort of pinned right in there. You can see a lot of redness coming in here. And then, so where the hamstring attaches on here, we can go above that. And there's some really thick white fascial tissue in here. What ligament did you say was in here too, man?
Sacrotubercle ligament, I believe it's called. Yeah. It's basically that sort of it's a ligament that ligaments attach bone to bone, but it's almost a part of your glute hamstring complex as well. It joins that sort of area together. So it's a good area to work into.
Yeah.
Break down some of those adhesions that the glutes take a beating in its day-to-day life, where humans naturally have big glute muscles because we stand upright, we propel ourselves through our day upright. Our glutes need to be able to be big and strong to support them, but sometimes we get these adhesions that restricts the movement. So getting some work like Ninja's doing to me now helps release that and helps us function better.
Yeah. And where I am now, like the actual same structure or fascia continues on into the hamstring as well. So if you do have kind of a hamstring issue or a hamstring tendonitis, a high one, maybe it's the scarring, the restriction, the hardness, the solidification in the bottom of the glute where I'm in now that might be the thing that's holding you back, and this might be overlooked. And you might not have that awareness because it's in the same kind of vicinity, but you can feel that there's restriction in there, but until you actually work into that, you're not going to know that this might be the source or part of the source of the issue. So I'm just really trying to work. I'm working angles in here too, so I can go right pretty medial into here.
Yeah.
And like these are just important muscles, but they're kind of have not quite often haven't been worked and a bit taboo to work into these kind of areas. But when you're receiving it, you kind of know that, yeah, this is an important muscle for my movement. And yeah, it can be quite painful in there as well. So.
You're hitting some good spots, Ninja.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So just hitting some angle. So you've probably never been treated in this particular area before.
No.
There'd be a chance, you know, that most people out there wouldn't have been actually had an elbow in here and held for a significant amount of time to give the body a chance to release off. So
I've definitely had some elbows in the glutes, but not like where you are. Where you are, you're finding all these extra little bits that need it.
yeah,
Again, you know, people think that these areas are taboo, but if there's a problem there, we don't ignore that.
yeah,
We go in there and fix it.
yeah. Yeah, it's like the butt's not just for looking at it, it's got a job. It's a very integral part of our movement, our body. Just there, just drifting out a bit more laterally now.
Yeah, I can feel there's something coming up.
Yep.
You're about to hit something that is going to be very good.
Yeah, I'll keep on going. We'll see it through.
Yeah, round about there.
And I can kind of scoop that up
Yeah,
as well.
that's the angle. Like I felt like you were on it. You just needed that little shift in that angle to really get it. There we go. That's it. Yeah.
Really trying to encourage it away from where it would have been jammed onto, accumulated down there. And we're trying to encourage that out to get the length that it should be normally.
Tell you what, Ninja, you've just had a birthday and you're getting wiser.
Why do you reckon?
Getting wiser. You're finding some new spots that you know.
Yeah.
With age comes wisdom.
Yeah, that's it. Don't get older, you just get wiser.
Yeah.
So, a good way to stay young. Das and I did a Patreon video last week about how do you stay young. So if not a Patreon subscriber, encourage you to go and have a look on that channel because, there's so much more, than we put on YouTube. But yeah, you can really get some good discussions on there. You can hear mainly Aaron, Jace, Das and myself. Just talking a lot of philosophy, but yeah, you get to see a lot of different treatment. Treat outside a lot too, so in the fresh air, the sunlight, it's good stuff. Old Patreono, get it done. So yeah, just change the angle. How's that going? I think I'm going to push this table over. I've broken quite a few tables in my time. This might be another one. Need to bust another wheel off. What do you reckon?
You're too powerful.
Too powerful.
Let me just make sure the brakes are actually on. That brake's on.
I put the brakes on earlier, but they...
You're just too strong, Ninja.
Yeah.
All that lifting you've been doing at Lift Club.
Yeah.
It's
paying off, you reckon?
paying off.
Consistency over complexity.
Mate, tell you what, for someone of your wisdom...
not age, wisdom.
Someone of your wisdom being able to lift what you do is pretty incredible, man.
Yeah.
You're lifting some pretty heavy weights in there.
Yeah, thanks, man. Love it.
Yeah,
Keeps you young.
You're keeping us young, the young guys a bit more honest.
Yeah.
If we see you lifting that, we go, oh, come on, now you're showing us off. Now we have to lift our game.
Yeah, you've come a long way, there's just of recent times we've kind of hit our threshold, haven't we?
We've hit a bit of a barrier.
Yeah, so we've got to keep on working, put some a block of work together and try and get our 1 rep max just that little bit up, a bit more, like another 2.5 kilos even to be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it particularly with those deadlifts, which these glutes and top of the hamstrings would be working in as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes we hit that little bit of a sticking point where we've been achieving PB after PB after PB, but then you hit this sticking point and, you go to lift that weight and it's almost like it's glued to the ground.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but...
Impossible.
But, we keep chipping away at it, man, and we keep doing it and we get stronger.
Yeah. But it's the community, isn't it? I think like with Lift Club, we believe we're doing some really important work for our muscles, our tendons, our bone density, all that kind of stuff. They're the big movements that kind of transfer into life. But I think it's just a whole package, of lifting in a group. Like you get social, you get networking, you get inspiration, you get accountability. You lift 10% more, I reckon. When the energy is there and things like that, you probably lift more than 10% more because like if you try and exercise by yourself when you're doing this high intensity work, it's so hard to kind of just turn up. But yeah, when you do it as a group, you turn up not just for yourself because like the whole group is relying on you or wanting you to be there for support and to lift well and to prosper as well, get your confidence up, all these type of things.
That accountability thing is a real thing.
It's massive.
Even that the time that I had tweaked a hamstring the week before.
Yeah.
And I missed a session because rightly so. I was recovering.
Yeah.
But again, it's part of that community spirit as well. I look at the group chat message and I get this: where the hell are you, Josh? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you running with us?
You're soft.
You're soft. Just that banter with a group of mates that you don't normally get in any other outlet. But you also, you're keeping yourself accountable because you go, well, if I don't have a legitimate excuse, these people are gonna throw me over the fire if I don't turn up. So, I know it all comes out of love as well. Like there's so much support in the group. If someone's going through a hard time or someone's hurt, someone's injured, it sprints. We see, we're all practitioners there. We see, someone's got a little bit of a niggle. We've got 2 or 3 people jumping on top of it.
Yeah. And I honestly forgot that you had hurt your hamstring.
Yeah.
Still,
it was good.
You're soft kind of comment. Where are you? But it's probably
it was
made a mistake on that point. But yeah, he took it well.
I believe it was raining that day too, and I think
raining. That's why we said you were soft.
I think you were going. Oh, he's just trying to avoid being wet.
Yeah. Look at that redness. Cameraman is impressed.
The bit of blood flow, Leo.
Yeah.
It's like a cupping mark.
Yeah, these big, thick tendons, they're known for not having the blood supply that the belly of a muscle has. So getting that nourishment in, but also allowing the dead cells, the damaged cells to get out as well. And where it's sort of really bound up and stuck, to let that flow again is a really important thing towards Josh being able to heal or anybody that receives this work to be able to heal. And that's what it's all about, that natural, tapping into the natural healing and kind of the knowing that it's good pain, and you just know when you're receiving good body work. So encourage you to receive good body work or be a good body worker. You can learn from us too if you're interested. So check out the links. And 2 intakes a year. We're working on an app, a community app, and splitting up our course into more bite-sized pieces, so more accessible for more people. This craft out around the world, that's our mission. Get it done.
Yeah. Do the course, guys, because I did it and it was fantastic.
Yeah, first hand. Thank you.